I am your host, Vaishnavi J. Desai. The tech landscape is typically a sprint of advancements and a marathon of innovation to stay ahead of the curve. The last 3 decades in particular have witnessed several tech revolutions and respective enterprise transformations. And companies that have traversed that landscape with innovation have emerged as frontrunners, making their journey, strategy, and leadership worth studying. Today, we are in conversation with one such trailblazer, Mr. Chandra Prakash Parekh, the CEO of Shieldtron Digital Systems, a company that has had a noteworthy journey from its origins in personal computers trading to becoming a leader in digital transformation and IT solutions. We will talk to CP about Shieldtron's innovation strategies, landmark projects, and strategic partnerships that have contributed to its success in the tech industry. Welcome, CP. We are delighted to have you on board for this conversation.
Thank you, Vaishnavi.
Shieldtron Digital Systems started as a personal computers trading company. You took a pivot into digital transformation, and now you make customized IT solutions and services. Talk to us about the evolutions and the milestones you've achieved.
Okay, the first change I'll tell you. My name is Chandra Prakash Parekh, and the name is CP.
CP.
Okay, from the moment I've entered this business, I've been called CP for the last 30 years. 1990, I was a dropout by choice. I dropped out of my 12th standard and started learning technology. The market had just evolved at that point of time. Everything in the computer was being imported from outside, the whole system as it is. The market was controlled by 4 or 5 big players. You know, when the trading business, the only things which were being traded were, ribbons and floppy diskettes. We started getting into that business, and then something within me told me that if there's a floppy diskette I'm sitting there, I need to know where it works. I need to understand the technology behind that. And that has been my agenda right from day one, that I need to learn technology before I sell technology. We got into component distribution. Our parent company was into component distribution. And 10 years later, I proposed to them that this business is going to die because the bigger brands will get better on the price, more competitive. This example I'm giving you because if you don't evolve or you don't change, then you're bound to die. We broke off from the company, started Shieldtron in 2010. And from there, the journey has continued over here, right from selling laptop, desktop. We changed from there, got into refurbishment, changed that, got into enterprise infrastructure solutions, now cloud solutions, and now we're into AI.
Perfect. So in your capacity as a CEO all these years, how did you bring about this culture of adaptability, innovation, and still manage to stay ahead of the competitive curve?
I would say my team has been very supportive on me, and I got the right people at the right time. All these kids and youngsters who came to me had a fire in the belly to do something new. It was never about money. When we started Shieldtron also, me and my managing director sat down and we thought in the next 10 years we'll make it a 150 crore company. I said, let us make it a 150 people, personal company. And these guys have contributed a lot into that. Okay, we talk of work-life balance. I know initial days, the 40, 50 people in my team never knew about work-life balance. My office was never shut down. It used to work like 24 hours. Guys were working for 14 hours, 16 hours, trying to understand what is coming in new. And that is how it happened. You know, it was a contribution by everyone over there. And I feel very proud about it that these guys have changed the landscape of the whole organization.
So the trickle-down effect really worked. So you started the innovation journey and then you made sure that the team adapted to it.
Exactly. Anything new that was coming in, we were ready to invest money. Whether we lose or win is secondary, we were ready to invest into it. Okay, right from initially when we were selling laptop, desktop, our team was very small. But they got bored out of it. They said, there's nothing to do in this. Let's move over. That time, servers was not a box commodity. You know, you had to customize things. You had to bring in what the customer wanted. We started building our own servers. Then we started tying with bigger players, HP, Dell, Lenovo. AMD was one of the major focus with us right from day one. When nobody was selling the AMD process, we were selling them because we knew the technology behind this. We knew how to make it work better. And that's how it moved around.
So get strong with your basics and also keep an eye out for adaptability.
Exactly. Keep evolving. Keep looking out in the market. What new you can do, where you can move all this. Okay. How can you bring the total cost of the TC, what you call it, total cost of ownership of a customer, his month-on-month revenue, how you can bring it down. Okay. And this is evolving change. You have to keep studying this day in and day out.
We will definitely talk about partnerships in a while, but before that, your landmark projects have been the Mahakumbh Mela and the Gangtok Smart City project. How did you align your vision to the Make in India initiative and shifted your focus to local manufacturing and the respective initiative?
I'll break it into two parts.
Okay.
I'll keep the Make in India a little out of this. The initial projects what came to us out of either desperation or people were not able to get the right answer for it. What normally happens in the technology field is that there's a book. People go by the book. If you go by the book, okay, you will not get to the right solution. You'll get stuck somewhere. The Mahakumbh Mela came to us because our customer who took this project was not able to get to the right solution. And there was a team of 20-25 people working on the same strategy. Okay. And they were not able to reach a conclusion on this. They reached out to us, we tweaked it a little, started thinking logic. You have to apply logic to this, simple as that. And we were successful in getting the solution right at the last moment. Gangtok Smart City was because everybody was going towards the Smart City project. Prime Minister was talking of Smart City, the government was talking of Smart City. And we took up the project, it's successfully implemented. I think it's a 5-year contract which will get to in 2025 also. Okay, Bharat Electronics banked onto us and they told us to help us with the implementation. It's a successful project. Okay, apart from that, we've worked a lot with the bigger public sector or big organizations who take up such projects, wherein we wouldn't be the front runners, but we'll be behind the scene for everything. Okay.
Providing the necessary infrastructure.
Exactly. Right solution. Okay. Infrastructure is pure hardware. Okay. Pure hardware, you will find a lot of guys doing it. Getting the right solution and cost optimizing the whole thing and make it work. Make in India is the second part of the thing. This is not from 2004 that I'm talking of. I'm talking of Make in India right from the day I entered into this field. 1990. I wanted to make the chassis in India. I wanted to build the power supply in India. I've made crazy investments, lost all my money in this, but I've built them. I built something which was not market acceptable, but we built all those things. We wanted to build the motherboard in India right at 1995-96 itself. Okay, and we did a lot of homework on that. But after 2004, the push which the government gave us on Make in India, we have the best brains in the country, the best designing brains in the country, the best solutioning brains in the country. But we don't have that basic volume what is required for a manufacturing. Okay, all of us are pushing into it. Investments have to be made. You cannot look at profits from day one. And that is where, in the current situation, AMD has come forward to us and said, if there's a loss, we'll back you up. You will not get stuck. But let us take it forward. And I think if everything goes fine, in the next 90 days, we'll have the first Make in India AMD motherboard in India.
We will look forward to it.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm also excited about the whole thing.
It's definitely exciting. So one thing that comes across is partnerships. And they often play a crucial role in terms of success. Could you shed some light on the strategic partnerships that have enabled you to take forward these innovations?
Initial days on the enterprise business, I had partnered with IBM. IBM, I gave them a write-up or white paper on what they should do with their off-lease equipment. After that, we entered into HPE, into the enterprise server business. Okay, from there, if you look at the AMD team, it's 50 or 60% of them are from HPE or HPI. Those relationships have triggered down all these years with us. And we do work with Dell, with Lenovo. With the current market evolving, we have started working with ODMs also. ODMs like Gigabyte, Supermicro, Guxi, Quanta, Compal, Asus. With ASUS, I think we will be deploying one of the largest AI farms, first largest AI farm in Asia Pacific in India, which is already in progress. So that is what helps us grow, you know.
If you could explain a little bit more about how do they contribute to your company's Shieldron's growth and how it expands your offerings as well.
I'll give you an example with AMD. 2018, I think 18 end or 2019, AMD was at 3% market share. Okay, and the people were very passionate about the business. The team was so passionate, very, very passionate about technology, about how to get it into the market. Came down and we said, okay, let's do something. I could have asked for exclusivity at that time. But one thing I always understand is when you ask for exclusivity, okay, then you're curtailing yourself to the market. You have to grow with the market. Okay, if 10 people are going to talk AMD, okay, then the market size is going to grow bigger. That's what I told the AMD team, that if you're doing $100,000 business and I have 3% market share, you have 3% market share, and you're giving that to me, right? If the business goes to 200,000, I make $6,000 at 3%, right? So they were very gung-ho about it. They supported me initially, and now with that support, we started building all our solutions on the AMD platform. 2023, our 30% of our business, our total turnover, was from AMD-based solutions. With the company which is doing in INR about 250 crores, we jumped from 5 crores to about 50 crores business on AMD. It's about the passion, the people who are working in it. Okay, if they are as passionate as you, the product will grow, the market is going to grow for us.
CP, you have such keen focus on culture and innovation, and your vision should match. When you embark on these collaborations or look for in the market, how do you analyze the best fit? What are your parameters for it?
In terms of what? In terms of the
In
product?
terms of partnership, yes. When you evaluate a company for partnership, when you want to collaborate with them, what are your key parameters and how do you say this is the best fit for Shieldron?
From the OEM part or from the partnership point of view, we want to have people who are honest towards the work. Okay. Something which is out of the boxes, I don't want people to have a work-life balance. Right. I've seen my team working for 14 hours to 16 hours in a day. And I want similar things to come to me. When the market is growing, you cannot talk of work-life balance. When you come to a point where you have achieved what numbers that you have achieved, then we can talk of that. And that is what I look at. And that comes from most of the partnerships that I work with. Whether it's HP, whether it is AMD, whether it's Gigabyte. Okay, these guys will do anything to grow the market size. And that fire has to come from both the sides.
You spoke about AI when we started this conversation.
Correct.
Technology leaders, experts, and pundits have now touted AI as an essential part of business. It's no more a nice to have.
Exactly.
And now a lot of companies are also building their products and strategies around it. What has your response been to the AI buzz and revolution?
From the business point of view, we are doing very well with AI. Okay, we are working very strongly with the AMD because AMD has got a end-to-end solution. They have the processor, they have the graphics card which is involved with it, and though they didn't have the first move advantage, but I know one thing, that whatever AMD brings in is going to be better than what is there in the market. It has always been there. Their processors have grown, like they launched the 64 core when competition was at 32 core. They launched the 128 core processor now. Okay. Similarly, the MI300 is a fantastic product. It is working better than what anybody else in the competition has. Okay. But as far as the India market goes, right, the buzzword is so high. Everybody's talking of AI, okay, but nobody's talking of a solution around it. Right. The right solution is what people should present themselves, and for that they need to educate themselves.
So you have also taken up some training for clients as well, right?
Yeah, I told you, we work towards the customer TCO. When you talk of AI, I'll give you a very simple example. AI means, for people, means it's a GPU based solution with lot of investment on graphics. Okay, but from the last 3 or 4 years, 4 months, I've understood one thing, that the processor is good enough to inference. Only the training module requires your graphics, the GPU based solution or whatever. Otherwise, on the inferencing, my AMD Ryzen processor does better inferencing than what I want. And we have been bringing a lot of people from the partner community to come down to our office. We have set up a lab also. It's a customer experience zone with the AI. Okay, and we bring them over there, show them what the box does, right, and what sort of solutions you can go and sell it. The India market is still trying to grow over there because as far as AI goes, they are all talking of only LLM, large language modules or whatever. Yeah, that's the only buzzword. Chat GPT, large language modules. But there's a lot of other things you can do with the AI, and that is what we are trying to bring to the market now.
Well, my next question was exactly that. So thank you for making my job easier. The client needs, as you said, are evolving definitely along with the evolving technology landscape. And you seconded my opinion that the conversations have now largely shifted towards large language models and AI-enabled hardware. What do you do to future-proof your clients' IT ecosystem?
To me, my customers' TC has to be brought down, his total cost of ownership. The more powerful servers I give him, and the lesser footprint it has over there in his data center, the lesser power that they use. Okay, and that is my forte over there, because the enterprise business from my end is only going to end over there. After that, what the customer wants to build on his application or on his software and everything is going to be another job.
Understood. You've spoken extensively about cost effectiveness. Let's talk a little bit about value. How do these partnerships help you deliver value to the customers?
Gigabyte. They are ready to design a board and bring down the cost as per my requirement, what I have. The ODMs are doing that. ASUS has done this for us. We did one of the largest orders I told you on AI with ASUS. AMD, very supportive. If they want to take the order into hand, they go all out with us. And they create all the POCs for the customers, design the right requirement. The whole team gets together. Their engineering team is a fantastic team, and it's based out of India and Bangalore. So that gives me a lot of support over there. So that's what happens.
Make do with it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Is there anything that I might have missed out on asking and you want to talk about?
I think you covered most of it. Okay. To my team, it's the same thing. Today you're talking of AI. Okay, you were talking of cloud about a year back, 2 years back. Now you're talking of AI. You don't know where the world is going to go next. Okay, whatever we are talking of GPUs and everything, I don't know where it's going to land up. But keep yourself eyes open and keep learning new technologies. And then your growth is going to be there. You cannot be stagnant if you have to grow.
Get the basics right, adapt to technology,
Exactly.
and partnerships are a prime focus.
Exactly. And work with the right type of people.
Right type of people.
Yeah, from the other side also, the passion and fire has to come in the same way that you have it.
CP, thank you for joining us on this insightful conversation and talking to us about the culture of innovation, Shieldtron's journey, and the partnerships that have offered the company growth.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Let's work together in growing this market and getting India as a powerhouse of IT.
Look forward to it.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on our insightful discussion with CP, CEO of Shieldtron Digital Systems. In a world where technology shapes every aspect of our lives, Shieldtron's commitment to innovation and strategic partnership is remarkable in the tech industry. Thank you for watching, and for more such stories of innovation and transformation in the digital age.